Controversial post, but yes, we are going to do this. Because I can sort of see where this guy's coming from. What I think this guy is trying to say is that as a man, you contribute more to the quality of the bedroom activities than the woman contributes. Don't get me wrong. I don't want any people calling me a misogynist, and I am definitely not claiming that I think men are better than women or that women don't have anything to add to the bedroom and that it's all in the man's hands. Absolutely not. It matters what the woman brings to the bedroom. Sex with one woman can be significantly better than sex with another woman. Absolutely. But here's the thing. If you are a guy and you are good at sex and you have sex with a woman that isn't good at sex, she's completely inexperienced, zero skills, just lies there like a starfish. As a man, you can at least make sure that the sex isn't bad. And this is probably largely because of the dominance dynamic, right? Because most men prefer to be dominant. Most girls prefer it when a man is somewhat dominant. If that's not what you're into, don't get me wrong. Everyone's allowed to like what they like, but practically all women like it when the guy's somewhat more in charge, and most guys like to be somewhat more in charge in the bedroom. And so, if you are a guy that has great sexual abilities, and you have sex with a woman that doesn't have that, you can at least sort of dominate her and throw her around and put her into some positions and at least make sure that the sex isn't bad, right? Again, it won't be as good as sex with someone that actually has more skills and actually is more proactive, but at least you can make sure that the experience isn't bad and that it is somewhat enjoyable for both parties. Because you can just, throw her around like a little doll and she gets thrown around like a little doll, so you both end up having fun, right? In most cases. Again, personal preferences aside, if you're not into that, you're allowed to not be into that, but most people like that. And so in most cases, a guy that is good in bed, a woman that isn't good in bed, you can still have good sex. Good, at least non-bad sex, right? Whereas if it's the other way around, the guy isn't good at sex, the woman is good at sex, it doesn't work that way. You are probably going to have bad sex. The woman probably isn't really going to sort of lead the guy through the experience. Most women probably don't want to do that. They probably think that's very unattractive. Most guys probably don't want to do that. You can't just say, okay, honey, I'll just lie here. I am a virgin. I have zero experience, so I'll lie here and you just dominate and lead me. 99.9999% of cases, that is going to end up bad, right? That is going to end up in bad sex. And so again, I am not saying that women do not contribute to the bedroom quality at all. They absolutely do. There's a huge difference between sleeping with a woman that has more skills and is more proactive and a woman that doesn't. But if you are a guy that is actually good at having sex, the sex should technically never have to be bad, even if you have sex with a woman that is bad. Whereas the other way around, it tends to not really work that way. And so the statement, bad sex is a man's fault always, is a bit of a harsh statement. I'm not sure if I'd use the word always myself. But he does make a fair point. If I were to look at myself and I were to have bad sex in whatever situation, I'd hold myself accountable. I'd take responsibility for the quality of what happened. I would not blame the woman. I might say, well, it wasn't that great with this woman as it was with that woman. But if it's actually bad, I will never blame the woman. I will blame myself.